The signs say no.
We're the only badass novel bitches around.
Oh, there we go.
I'm good to go.
Then, when the music is broken off,
Yeah, you're supposed to like. There you go.
I'm so excited for this!
Flower bookmarks. These are so pretty.
We all got different designs. Mine is bamboo with like a
Oh my god,
that was an exciting adventure. We've got her with us tonight. Welcome back. Hi,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Hello, bitches.
hello.
Hey, bitches. Welcome to, I guess we're at week 1 of 50 Words for Rain by Asha Lemmie. And Caitlin is joining us tonight. Hey, bitch.
Hi.
How's it going?
Not much. It's going. We're all alive.
Dude, your updo, your messy bun is super cute. I don't have enough hair for that.
Oh my god, my hair is so long. It's so long. It's so annoying right now.
Love it. Like fucking Cinderella and shit.
Thanks.
Hi, Shannon. Hey, Jessica.
Hello.
I'm pulling a Des tonight. I've got a colorful monster in this old cup from
Ooh.
January. Remember this cup, bitches? This beauty from our January box. Oh my god, it's still my favorite. I swear.
I love
I
it.
do that about every cup though.
I should have pulled that one out.
You should. A little flashback to January.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like a year soon.
It's gonna be a year. Well, we've been here a year.
Well, I mean, but the start of that year. This year.
Yeah, I know. The start of
know.
this year.
Wow.
It's been a long
Yeah.
year. Hi, Vanessa,
Hello.
Regina. What's up, bitches? Welcome. Everybody get their reading done this week? I know some of you did not, and some of you
Yes.
did. Did everyone have to rush finish too at the end?
I finished today.
Mm-hmm.
Finished at like noon.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
finished
was
it
like
after
2 o'clock when I finished.
I just did the last 5 pages.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
love finishing like right before we go live. It's so fresh.
Because it's fresh.
Yeah, it's so fresh. Shannon, you finished today. Good job, dude. Good job. I know Sherry, I was talking to her earlier. She's like, I got halfway through. I don't know about this book.
Oh, I like it.
But she gets, what is it, seasonal affect disorder. So it's probably not the right book to be reading right now if you have that.
Why else? So that you look nice.
He likes it. Tell him to stop complaining.
It was a short one too.
Put it
He
on.
was probably thankful for it.
Why y'all sending me sexy Japanese clothing? I'm done. That's all she's been wearing all week and shit.
Comfy.
She's just hanging around the house with like a leg up on a desk.
Tell your husband to wear the other one.
I was gonna wear mine, but I had my hat on, and the way my hair looks underneath the hat would not. I had to keep it on. It's like
You have to put it up like, well, literally everyone else today.
I should have.
All of us with our.
We all have buns.
Hey, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Welcome. How did you feel about this week's reading? How did everyone out there feel about this week's reading? Easy read? Did you want to keep reading?
I wanted to keep reading.
Dude, same.
Well,
It got very interesting. Like, I mean, I thought it was interesting the whole way through, but it got very interesting right there at the end of part 1.
Yeah. End of part 1 really set it up for part 2. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well seen.
Listen, I've read a lot of reviews, so I'm really hoping the reviews do this book wrong.
Well, see, I've been reading. I try not to read too many.
Yeah,
reviews
I
that
don't read
did,
the reviews.
And I did see a good amount of like complaints, but I mean, so far, I don't have anything to complain about. I mean,
Except for the grandma.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
the grandma's
there's a lot to dislike in the characters, but that doesn't mean the book is like I'm enjoying the read.
It definitely
I was not-
keeps your interest to where you want to keep reading.
Yeah, I was not prepared to be crying at all during the first part, but
Aw.
I definitely was.
It like started off like really fast. There
Very
was no
intense
like,
from the
slow
beginning,
ease
yeah.
into her life.
No,
Like,
no.
so I was just chatting with Tashana and Des about like when I got to like a brief like, oh my gosh, I got to page 12, and they're like, yeah, everybody, not everybody, there was a good amount of people on Facebook who talked about that page. I was like, I don't know, that page, like, I don't know what like, it just really hit.
Okay, so what happened on page 12? Because I'm listening, so I don't know which one is page 12.
Oh, that's like where she's watching her skin fall down the sink, and then she's like, is it working? Like, she's talking about her pain, but then wanting to make sure that
Yep.
she's making them happy.
Yeah, she's talking about watching her speckled skin in the bath water and hoping that she's doing a good enough job by getting rid of her color. Like, she's the one who's feeling like she needs to be doing
Change.
better.
Yeah.
She wants to stay in longer. So I was reading this aloud to Adriana when I was over at her house. Now, she and I were prepared. We started the book together. So I started reading, and I hate reading aloud because then I feel like I stutter and I forget where I am and I don't say words right. So it's always been embarrassing for me since I was little. But she was great. She doesn't make a sound. She doesn't even blink if I fuck something up. So it felt really good to like read aloud for a minute. And anyway, so she and I were prepared to hit page 12.
Okay.
We fucking zoomed right through.
Yeah.
We hit page 22 and I was like, wait a second. What did we miss?
Yeah.
But I was reading aloud. So I was like, it's cool. I'm good.
And I was
got
just
past
like,
it
what
clearly.
the fuck? Like, you know, I think it's different when you're listening to it or it being told to you than when
Yeah.
you're like immersed reading it on paper. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
I was just so happy. I don't know if we're going to go in order here, but I was so happy when her brother showed up and hated this old world way that they held her and treated her and started to make things happen for her, but still in like a very disciplined way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was still kind of letting her know that like, hey, you're not just free to do whatever, but, and then that's why it just completely broke my heart at the end of part 1. What happened? I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And I was, oh man, I think I read ahead of page or 2, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
I know what's coming
Oh, you
next.
think?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think you always read another.
I could. There's no way. That's like the perfect place that a show would stop or like a season would end, and you're
like,
all
just give me a
pissed
taste.
off.
Give me a
Yeah,
commercial for next week.
Like a
Yeah.
preview.
Give me a
Yeah,
trailer.
I needed something.
I can understand. Tracy says I can understand the culture and the way it was in the book. Right. I mean, we have to still remember that this is, 40s, 50s, and so what obviously is unacceptable now was not so much then. It wasn't unheard of. And not that it's completely unheard of now, but it is going to be much less.
Yeah.
So.
Well, especially that they're still in the country, and because even the
Right.
brother had to tell her like this isn't
Right.
how it is. Like,
Right.
Like
once you leave this comfortable old way of doing things, like it's not like this out in the real. Like once you get outside those walls, you're gonna see life is quite different, which I think is gonna be.
My question is, he mentions to her right towards the end, like when he gets upset with her when she doesn't want to go outside, and he's like basically like, look, if she wanted you dead, you would be dead. So for them to hate her so much and put her through so much and apparently not need her, why then? Why keep her around?
That's what I'm wondering.
I was wondering
if
I mean, because they do say the grandma hates her, but maybe it's just not in. I mean, as sadistic as the grandmother is, maybe it's just not in her to fully take a life.
Well, not necessarily take a life, but look at what happens at the end of part 1. Why didn't that happen long
Sooner.
before? Or them give her away in another way, to another family. If that
Right.
was the case, what was the
Well,
purpose that you had to keep
I
her
would-
around?
They
I
had
would
to
assume they
get
didn't-
her. They had
because-
to get her ready to send her out beyond the walls. I mean, they've been doing that for years. It's been years since her skin has seen sunlight. It's been years since they've been doing the chemical baths and getting her obedient and ready at all costs. I mean, to the point where she can be allowed to do something and she's still not going to do it. So
No, I understand. What I'm saying is that I don't understand why they even kept her around in the family to begin with. You would have thought,
because she's going to see some purpose for her later. And don't forget, I mean, even if she is a bastard, she's still royal blood in some way, shape, or form. And, as far as the grandmother was concerned, the brother was out of the picture. And so she had to start preparing this girl from the get-go to maybe be the only heir. And when she was going to make her immersion into society, she was going to make sure that her granddaughter was ready and was acceptable. So, no, I don't think she wanted her dead. Not at all. And I think that I do think that the brother is quite wrong in when he said that. Like, she doesn't need you. She needs me, but she doesn't need you. I don't believe that at all, because right at the end, she's like, now it's your turn to do your part. Now your name will go in our family book. Now you're allowed to be this.
Yeah, but she just said that to get Nori into agreeing to whatever she thought she needed to do. And then when she realized what was really happening. Yeah, she just wanted her out of the picture because she didn't want. First of all, I think that she is pissed on how she looks to the staff and to her when the brother states that he wants something done a certain way with his sister. So that's hitting her pride. And
the sister's getting, oh, sorry, go on.
And number 2 is that she feels that it's less of a distraction for him to move forward with whatever he has to do. Little does she know, I think it's going to cause an even bigger problem now going forward.
I think Anise is right. She definitely was too young to send away, and she definitely needed to prepare her. So, and is she nothing but a source of currency? That's kind of interesting, because I do feel like, in a way, she was being sold off at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is, don't forget, in this culture, you are to be married to someone. Her mom was. Everyone was, all women are. And so that's likely what she's going to be, is she's probably going to end up going into a new home where you're going to start preparing her for womanhood really young. And instead of how to just be an obedient granddaughter, she's now going to learn how to be an obedient wife. That's probably where she's going to go to get prepared for then being married off into some family. But they have to, I don't know. They still have to have, their royal blood. So they have to have her look and behave a certain way because it reflects on them. So.
Well, yeah, want her out of the picture. I could see that too, because she also is starting to gain a little bit, I think, too much control or power in the house. Like, I want that cake, or other things.
She started getting bratty, and she knew she was getting bratty, but was like,
well, she was like a typical 11-year-old would be.
Yeah, Teresa's right. They wanted her out of the picture. For why, we don't know yet. Maybe
I don't think they planned it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think they planned to do that. I think that was a last minute ploy on the grandma's part, because she was becoming too much of a problem.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's
well, the guy even says that you would have never dealt with me before.
Yeah,
that's true.
Okay,
that's part of what made me think that.
The
can we all just read part 2 together? Can we just?
I know. Can we just start it now?
Right now?
You all want to just start reading?
Robin?
No, yeah.
Are there any,
Robin reading?
Before we do that, were there anything
all right,
on Facebook?
Open up your book.
There's a lot of comments on Facebook.
Here, let's do that first, real quick.
Yeah, okay. We will all read the next page together in just a minute, but Tasha, read to us. Look, this bitch now wants me to do it live. Oh my God.
Like when you're called on in first grade to read the next paragraph.
Yeah, because these the first 2 pages of the next part, you will see that what Tasha thinks she's going to.
Am I wrong?
I think I know what it is.
Fuck yeah, I love being wrong in these books.
Okay.
Oh,
And I think it'll just give us a better discussion.
oh shit. Okay. All right. So first of all, yeah, we need to discuss all the points on the Facebook page.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody have that?
I'm gonna go to Vanessa's. So
Grandmother hates their bonds. Oh my gosh, I agree, right? The grandmother was like, we need to separate these two. I'm gonna send him off to school and she's gonna go off and
Well, it's like, imagine, we'll put it in like today's terms. So you're Aiden's mother, right? And you are his whole life telling him right from wrong, things to do, obviously not to that extreme, right? But
Right.
you are an authoritative figure that he listens to, and kind of what you say goes as the parent. And now someone comes into his life, or a girlfriend or a wife, and now all of a sudden this person is basically telling you like, that is not okay to do, or don't speak to him this way, or we're going to change this and that. It kind of, but because she's malicious and mean, it's a prideful thing. Her pride is hurt, and she feels embarrassed and less than to this girl who she's looked down on from the moment she arrived.
they talk about pride. Pride is a really big thing. Here, so I'm going to go to Vanessa's. It says, Grandma is a see you next Tuesday. I despise her. She makes me so angry. I don't care how she was raised or how put off she feels by her daughter's actions. She has no right to abuse Nori the way she has. I truly hope that when it's her time that she dies alone and without any respect from Akira. She's a worthless human being.
yeah.
And the deceitful way she manipulated Nori into doing whatever she had to do to protect her brother. Ugh, that woman. I don't know what, if anything, Akira will do or will be able to do for Nori, but I hope one way or another he knows the truth and that he stomps his grandmother out like a nasty cigarette emoji.
Well,
I like
stomp
that.
her out. Stomp her out.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. There are so many ideas about what's to come.
Well, and I can't figure out what her reasoning for, like at the end when she's telling her, oh, well, now your name's going to be in this family book. Like, what is the reason? Why did you give her that little bit just to send her off? You should have just let her go without, like, that was just to be hurtful.
It was her way of
Manipulation.
basically trying to make her feel that she was making that choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you love your brother and you would do anything for this family, right? And you want your name in this book. So this is where you do your part now. You see?
Trying to make her
that makes sense.
Like, she's not going to get her name in the book, but she wanted to make her comply with what was going to come next.
Yeah.
And whatever it was, it was going to get her in the book, even though it's not.
Right.
And now that's why I'm going to go ahead and agree with Anisi here. I think that my initial thoughts are probably wrong.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my
That's
But
exactly
not
what
to
I thought.
prepare her to be a wife. That's what you said.
No.
Isn't that technical? What is it?
A geisha is like, they're
A geisha is
entertainers.
They're what?
They're entertainers.
Oh, okay, got it.
They're like traditional fancy escorts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there to serve.
Just serve.
Yeah. Like, that's why the whole tea thing, that's why I'm thinking it's the going into that, because that's what they do. They have the whole tea ceremony that they have to, like, you know, perform and serve it in such a way.
Oh my gosh, you're right. They did mention, does she know how to pour?
And her skin color doesn't matter because they paint them white anyways.
Yep.
Ew, oh my god, you guys are geniuses.
And the hair, like, she's already able to slick it, and they usually wear, like,
And there you are.
wigs and stuff.
There's the
Yeah,
other
I tried
word.
to say that nicely.
Entertainer.
Very fancy.
They didn't always,
Very
like,
fancy.
I didn't want to get us kicked off, okay?
Well,
Yeah,
some of
fancy
them,
escort.
some geishas are not.
Yeah,
Like,
some
they
are
just there as
true,
companions
yeah.
Yeah.
to do that tea time, serve this and that, and they're just very traditional kimono, you know. But then there's places that take a kick off of that, and then they're happy ending geishas.
The fat guy is obviously running the nice tea pouring institute.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're doing something with tea and bags and all that good stuff. Desiree's business.
What?
Teabagging geishas.
The tea bags.
Oh my god. Ah, awful. Okay, what's the next?
Let's see. We have Regina talk about lots of emotions reading this book. I'm just gonna go to like a more question here. Kind of mentioned this. Akira said his father would have killed any bastard child. Why did the grandmother let Nori live? If you call that living, it is more like a slow form of torture. Why did the mom take her there, knowing what life would be like? The mother would have had more freedom growing up, and yet I see from the maid's perspective, she may have not had much more freedom than Nori growing up. I have a lot of questions. I'm surprised the grandmother let Nori call her grandmother in front of the people who came from her. She's hell-bent on hiding their secret, but was so open about it with them. And then Vanessa responds with, I'm eager for answers to this question too. I wonder why she didn't have her killed or sent off, like we already mentioned.
Well, you remember when the guy mentions to the grandmother, you've never worked with me before, why now?
Mm-hmm.
That's because I've got this bastard you can take off my hands. Like,
Yeah.
that's why now.
And like I can't have her here anymore. She's causing too much
causing
chaos,
problems.
ruckus. And like I said, maybe if she was the baby, like she would have, but like maybe even though like I said she's still sadistic, she couldn't bring herself to end her life. Who knows? Like people do weird things for no reason at all.
Well, it could have been a way of punishing her daughter too. She could have punished her daughter because her daughter took off and effed up her life and ruined the family name, so she takes it out on her.
But obviously, the daughter doesn't even care.
I understand, but the
grandma does
to deal with the repercussions of her daughter's choices.
Yeah,
a punishment outlet for her,
or punishment. Like she can't punish the daughter,
right?
So she's gonna punish and take out all her anger and frustration on her.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, it's not uncommon in certain cultures to, be more hands-on with your discipline.
Yeah.
The next one is Desiree. Do you want to read your own, Desiree?
I can, or you can. It doesn't matter.
You can read it. Go ahead. You got it right there.
Okay, Desiree. Okay, so why did Mom leave Nori? Did Mom know how?
Whoa.
Shit.
Did Mom know how Grandma would treat Nori?
Desiree's getting hyped down there.
For where we are in the story, I'm so glad Nori found friendship, love with her brother. I know it'll probably go south from all the reviews I read, but for now, that brings me a little comfort for Nori. Okay, what the hell is Grandma doing at the end of chapter 6? Okay, so that's what we're already.
Clearly, we think she's
talking about
to be a geisha. So.
Okay, so we got
not the entertaining kind, but the entertaining kind.
So when Akira told Nori he was going to take her outside for the first time in years, how did this feel for you as the reader? Were you as scared of her grandmother as she was? Did you trust she would actually follow it? When she finally feels the rain she'd been listening to on the attic roof wash over her face and body, how did you feel? Akira goes out of his way to make so many beautiful, ambient, normal, everyday things happen for his little sister. Does he know what's coming for Nori? And has he always known? Why do you think he's going up against the grandmother to give Nori all these things and experiences? I have a feeling I know exactly what's happening, but we'll wait until tomorrow to start part 2. What moment, good or bad, from this week's reading hit you the hardest and why?
Oh God, 40 questions. I don't even know what to answer.
They're all good.
Okay. I have something to say. So number 1, when she talks about the smell of grass, I felt like I could smell grass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that vision, that imagery, it just engulfed me. And then the other part that got me more than like the page 12 thing was when she talked about how when it rained, she didn't feel alone. And that broke my heart.
Yep.
She had the noise to keep her company and kind of remind her that there are things out there. And I was just like, what, that hit me hard.
Yeah. I remember when she was mentioning looking out the window and she could see some things. And then from the, the servant's perspective, her maid's perspective, I don't know what she is really, but, she was like, oh my God, she's going crazy outside. She's running around. She's splashing around in the pond trying to play with the fish, but she remembers looking at them from above and not being able to
when I
have these experiences. And then for her to be out there and going through all of it, of course, she's like,
imagine that
do it all. We
sensory
could all never be
overload.
let out again.
I was just picturing like a kid, just like she said, she's an actual child, like that. Just she's running crazy. She's seeing things and feeling things and being out there. And I can only imagine. Like I know how my kids are when they're locked in the car for like a little bit and then they escape. And
Right.
I can move and.
Well, I mean, even when you rescue a pet, it's the same thing. Like they're finally allowed to live, but she's experiencing things as if she's never going to go back outside again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I can today. I'm already out. Might as well just enjoy it and touch everything because it's probably not the last time.
Although I was pissed when she went after the grandmother's damn roses. Out of everything that you can go mess with, you still have
That's
to go
the thing
try
you're
to
gonna
fuck
mess
with the
with?
roses. Yeah.
She figured, fuck it, she probably thought, I'm going to die when I go back inside. Fuck it, I'm going to fuck with the roses.
That's where I'm at. You're all talking about like when she gets outside, she's so excited, she's looking. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop the whole time. Something's gonna happen. Someone's coming in. Mother's gonna drag her ass back. Something's happening. I was waiting the whole time for it.
If anything, I would have thought the grandfather would have showed up.
Yeah, because I do feel like that Akira would not have put her purposely in any kind of harm's way like that.
Yes, and he says, see, even before then, she wasn't allowed outside. She was inside with her mom, so she was used to that.
Yeah.
Her mom would lock her away when she would do whatever she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the grandmother. It's no different for her.
Well, and it was warming, though, to read about the perspectives of the maids when she was telling her story, because it's like, imagine how heartbreaking that is for her. She can't do anything to help her. And you feel so bad because she is a child. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being in that position.
Yeah, she's told to do, and that's all.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Or she's paid to do.
Yeah. Well, and the best thing that she can do is just be there for her. She's like, at least if I obey, the head of the household, I can still be here for this child. But if I, start putting my foot down or trying to let her get away with things, then I'm going to be gone. And my family has been serving this family for generations. So I can't do that. And the only way I can protect her is from the inside. So, at least she has an ally sort of, so, in the house up until the brother comes. But brother's another thing. I feel like, does he always know what his grandmother has planned? Like, does she let him in on it, or?
I don't think so, because I don't think she had that planned. I don't think that was her plan ever.
No.
That was never her plan until the brother went in and they had that long talk before he took her outside. That's when she made that decision. And that's when she was like, okay, fine, then take her outside. And then she made that arrangement. I don't think she had that planned for her from the beginning.
Or you know what? She couldn't beat her anymore. And she probably...
That too.
If she can't beat her...
Well, this was a way to hurt
Someone
her
else
without
will.
hurting her physically.
Well,
yeah.
Like, she can't be around her without beating her. So...
I'm just wondering what the grandma thinks is going to happen when the brother comes back, though. Because he will come back, and then what?
Lie.
But he already knows that something's going to go down. Maybe he doesn't know what, but he does know, because even before he goes away the next day, he's like, you need to understand that I'm not always going to be around for you. We're not always going to be around each other. Like, you're going to have to learn to get along without me. He already warned her, so maybe...
Well, I took that as it was school. Like,
no.
Between that and him traveling to play the violin.
Yeah. I mean... He's doing
I don't
as
think
much
he
as
she was gonna get sent away.
I don't think so either. But
no, I think he was just trying to prepare her to say, "Hey, because he saw her idolizing him,
and I don't think
he saw her being so attached, and so everything she did was revolved around when she was going to be around him, and just because she probably felt safe. But that's why he was having to try to draw a line.
This kind of connects to now Caitlin's topic. Do you want to read it, or do you want me to?
I hear you.
Your.
Which one?
The am I the only one?
Oh, here. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Okay. Am I the only one that can't tell if I like the way the relationship between Nori and Akira is being laid out? A lot of it seems innocent enough, but every once in a while I get this skeevy feeling with the way she describes the gravitation between them. Like it almost feels romantic adjacent. I don't know, that may just be my own jaded mind. Also, I wasn't ready to cry at the beginning of the book, but there I was, tissue in hand.
Oh, yeah, I had to stop.
I agree.
So I felt that way towards the end after he took her outside, but I felt that it was her towards him. And I think that's how the maid perceived it too. I don't think it's the other way around, but I think that's why he wanted to kind of start to push her away more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I always
Just
pick
get
up
on
on
the
like subtle
paranoid.
things like that because I'm paranoid.
Well, see, then I'm looking at it as you go to her talk about never being held by her mom, never being touched. You go back to the beginning when he first touches her shoulders and she like freaks out because I feel like she's never felt any
Physical affection.
physical affection.
Yeah.
So that sense of emotion that you should feel on the daily, it's proven scientifically that you need like so many hugs in a day, and that she had that for the first time. And he's the only one giving her this anything that she wants to hold on. That's where I am taking it right now.
Completely. Yeah.
I mean, it is weird when you read like that kind of relationship.
Just like the way that they described him, like the way he touched her hair and things like that was just like kind of icky feeling.
I think he just feels so bad for her. And I think him coming from Tokyo too, like it is more modern, that he probably is in such disgust and can't even believe that they're treating her like this, like it's these medieval times type of thing, which is what he like noted right from the beginning. So he's trying to keep his composure while also helping her. And we don't even know what his feelings are about all this. Like there's no in here about how he feels about meeting his sister. And this is the sister that came from a relationship that ruined, you know, the marriage between their mom and his dad. Like, so there's a lot there.
Well, seems like he's careful and mindful of not making himself easily read.
Right. He's still trying to do the right thing to help
Very
her.
stoic that way. Yeah.
But I think he really doesn't he doesn't seem to blame her. I think he knows like that's not her fault. She didn't make herself be born.
Yeah, and he said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I feel like his words are genuine words when they come out. I don't feel like he obviously doesn't, you know, rose paint anything, whatever that term is.
Well, he talks about his dad's side of the family and what would have happened if she was born under that roof. So he was probably brought up very strict, you know, very stern. Like that's just what he knows. That's how he was brought up to be.
When it was the 50s, men were not and boys were not allowed to show emotions in any country.
Barely the 50s.
Oh, especially
here.
Yeah,
barely the 50s. Early 50s.
He really grew up in like the 40s. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she was born in, she said, about 1940.
She was born in 40. Yeah.
And he's 15 years older than her. So.
4 to 5 years older, yeah.
Yeah, so he'd be born in 35. Yeah, which is wild. I mean, whoa. I don't know. I didn't get any uncomfortable feelings about their relationship at all. For me, it felt like, I mean, imagine like you withhold something from someone for so long. And finally have that. Why would they not want it as often as possible? And if they don't understand that there is actually something that can be inappropriate about it, why would they then ever, you know, think that they need to hold back or that they could be crossing any lines? She doesn't know because she's never had any kind of physical touch that wasn't dangerous or you know, as a consequence for behavior, or I mean, it really hasn't been very loving. The nicest thing she's ever had is, her maid holding her hand to walk her to things, or, soothing her beatings or her skin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally all she's ever gotten as far as affection is concerned. And now she has someone in her life that, if your spouse is going to tuck your kid's hair behind their ear, it's not an uncomfortable thing. But now, because she's unsure of what relationships really are, and now it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, we don't have to like always create maybe a scenario where like there is a predator. The predator
and that's
is the grandmother.
And that's kind of what my question was, like, because I mean, my husband's line of work, that's where my mind goes in any situation. So that's why I was like, is it just me? Am I like reading too much into this? Like,
but
that's just where my mind goes every time.
But it's good to see how different people read it and perceive it.
Yeah.
And we don't know where something.
I mean, my
turn
mind.
later
I
on.
mean, obviously, because books go anywhere, and I'm like, there's little moments where I'm like, I really hope that's not where it's going. But then, going back, so I mean, all that affection was happening, and then talking about the mom never doing any of those, then made me feel like, no, that's why all these little things are important, because that little touch is a little touch that she never had before.
Don't even forget, like, when your own kid hugs you, like, how electrically charged do you feel? Like, and it's not an uncomfortable or odd or weird or sexual thing. It's literally like there's just this connection, and it's something that you sometimes cannot explain. And that, your entire body, like, it's an overwhelming, warming, loving feeling. And for her to finally have that, and she's getting it from teensy things, not a hug.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a hug yet. She's getting it from someone patting her like a fucking or like, oh, you got a wispy here. You know what I mean? And that's, oh my God.
Or even like he was curious about her hair. The hair
because he probably never seen her hair type before.
Yeah, he was like, oh, look at look at that.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, so for her, something like as simple as a pat is what we would get from like a hug, or someone just saying, I love you. So, I mean, for me, it's just, she's finally experiencing it in such teensy, like watered down amounts, but she's like making them to be these big, great things. These all she's had. I don't know. That's where I am with it.
That makes sense.
But
I mean, think of like a dog that gets beat, and then when he goes to get pet, how scared and like, but when he realizes it's something nice, like they're just
go overboard.
Oh, we had a dog like that. Yeah. Then after she finally got some real love and didn't have to be afraid of being touched, oh my God, she wouldn't stop. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, I'm going to take it too far. I'm going to get in bed with you and sleep between you two on your pillow, under your cover. You know what I mean? Like, I finally got something.
Yeah.
So when she gets in his bed, Caitlin, and then gets on the pillow and stuff, then we'll rediscuss.
Yeah. If she starts getting in between and kicking his girlfriend away, then we're
we're not talking about it.
Different discussion. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Are there any other discussion points
on there today? No. Did anybody out there have any other thoughts or questions that they wanted to kind of bring up for tonight? All you ladies who are reading along with us. I really do like seeing everyone's different perspectives. It's just nice. It helps us kind of like, I don't know, piece it together, or, think about parts that maybe we'd forgotten or didn't really give enough consideration to. So it's always cool to hear everyone's different comments and thoughts.
Let me
let you what?
Going on? I was going to think, but my lighting issue.
So do we want to do a read along real quick?
So I don't know if we can legally read aloud.
Oh,
by the way, remember that? Yeah, I mean, you can't even play music for more than like 10 seconds. And if it's an accident, they'll let it go. It's all being like checked on. they'll like go in and see was it an accident with the music played? Because remember back when Adriana played like 30
The
seconds?
skit.
It was
like a comedy skit, and oh my god, we got in trouble.
And our video was
they need
deleted.
to relax.
Yeah,
They need to relax.
for real, needed to relax.
They take those copyright things real serious.
They do.
All right. Well, when y'all read it later, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, we could all just
Come on.
sit here quietly,
Just, like,
and
do
read.
it.
Quietly and read it real quick. I got my book right here.
And my book's here and exile.
Ooh.
What if we
Interesting.
mention the sentences in between other sentences?
Are we reading in code?
You know what I mean? Like,
We're
what if
taking David's
talking
cipher to a whole new level.
Yeah, we're talking about the weather outside and how shouts just split the air like thunder. Did you hear the thunder? Where is she? Where is she?
Oh, Vanessa.
You see, my lady me. You see that?
Vanessa
Look,
wasn't kidding. She
I
literally
can make it. I can make it work.
Could you do me a favor? Can you go get my book off my shelf in my bathroom?
Who's in the shower?
I mean, I'm just saying, if you need be, I can make it work. This could be a very dramatic reading.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're gonna have to keep going since you already right. You need to chat first because
I mean,
the first line.
yeah, I know. That's what I just said. And then I was at the
Where
store today
is she?
too.
Okay,
I
I'm
was
glad
at the-
he didn't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah.
he didn't know.
Yeah, no, did not.
I never got the idea that he knew. Also, that's what another thing. He said that he was maybe going to take her with him to Tokyo.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? You're going to take a little
Well,
dark
he thought
skin
he
girl
could
with
fucking
you to
play his
Tokyo.
grandma like a fiddle, and turns out she ain't no violin.
Well, maybe that's why. Maybe he was planning on that. And that was her way to like, no, that ain't happen. Oh my gosh.
Maybe, I don't know. I just because of the way that they made it seem like her skin color was so different than everybody else's, she would surely stand out. And with the father dying recently, they would have to know, like, where did he get this girl that he's with? He was going to Tokyo, where he was living for his whole life, to a thing that probably had people that he knows and other family members from his side of the family. What was his end game with trying to take her to that?
Well, he probably
He
just
didn't care.
And that's what the grandma wanted to prevent, because remember the time period. So back
Right.
then,
That's
but kids could travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like
well,
now,
no,
like,
it's not. That's not even
And
what I
then
mean.
because he's
She
in Tokyo,
was trying to hide her. They were
Right.
trying
was,
to
yeah.
hide her existence,
Uh-huh.
and then he's just going to go and take her, and it's gonna be very clear
Oh yeah, because
to
he don't give a shit.
everybody that they're not related fully. Especially so soon after the end of World War II, it would be very clear that one of her parents was American, because that's the only way that she could have gotten the coloring and the hair and all of that she got. So that wouldn't have been a safe situation for her to be in. So did he just not think of it that way because
He's
he
naive
doesn't?
as well.
Oh, he's
Because
still
he doesn't
young
see her that
himself
way?
too.
Like, I'm
Well,
just trying to
remember-
figure out, like, what was the end game there?
Well,
What's her
remember
name?
he's young.
Akiko? Is
Yeah.
it Akiko. She does say, like, yeah, he's smart, but I don't think he's
Because he's
Really, I
like
think
what
he's very
4? He's 4 years
immature.
older, right?
He was
Yeah.
so naive to a lot
So
of
think
things.
of a 15-year-old.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know, like they're like they can be intellectually smart, but like
That's what she
But I
said.
feel like a post World War 15-year-old is not going to be as naive as a 2021
no,
15-year-old.
but also
But
think
he was
about
also
all
a
this
shelter.
power he's kind of
Yeah, that's
gained in the household, where he
Yeah.
can talk to the grandma
He could've-
certain
he could've
ways
just
and
been
Yeah.
like, hey,
get like
That's
so.
true.
Maybe there's that,
And he
like
also
giving him
just
like
lost his father.
more
He's gonna
confidence
be-
than
Yeah.
he should.
He's also going to be pushing his own boundaries as well to see
Yeah.
what he can get away with. And if he already kind of has everything he wants, what's the next thing he can do?
Well, it
Yeah.
could have just all been talk. Like, basically, just fucking behave yourself, and I'll take you to this fair. Like, one of those type of things. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
can you just like knock this shit off, and then
You
maybe
could
I'll
just,
take you
yeah,
out
be
to a
placated.
festival?
And you know, after
Yeah.
seeing her, like just be outside, like all that she's
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a like, was that a malicious thing? Because I know, I read a couple of reviews. I tried not to read too many because I started not liking what I was reading. So it's like, is he going to turn into the bad guy too? Like, was this a seed of him doing something maliciously?
But he wouldn't.
I
What
didn't
would he
take it
have
that
to
way.
gain? Well, here, so the next page. That's what he yells. Where is she?
Yeah. He doesn't know where she is. So obviously, no. He's just being a naive teenager and thought he was going to get his way and that things would be fine. And oh yeah, he could take this black girl out into, the middle of Tokyo and nobody would notice and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be dangerous for her. He's not thinking about things at all like that because it isn't dangerous for him.
Right.
He's not a girl, not a young girl. He's not having to live the kind of life that a girl would at that time. And so his thought process is not going to be there because he is still just a teenager whose entire life revolves around playing the violin.
Well, remember too, she mentioned how she knew that there were more Americans around than what they led her on to believe. And that's just in where she's at. So imagine in Tokyo where it was more modernized. So it probably wouldn't have been that much of a shock if she were out and about in Tokyo.
Well, but the Americans were not welcome.
It still would have been a shock.
Yeah, because the Americans were not welcome. They were a dangerous.
I just don't think he meant it in that type of way. I think he was just trying to give her something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And was trying to let her know, like, hey, there are these festivals and things that I can take you to. And, trying to give her some hope or something to inspire to behave so that she can do something fun.
Yeah.
That's just the way I read it.
Right.
Yeah. No, and I did, and I did too. But there's just still that little in the back of my head, like, okay, I think he's being nice, but is he? Like, clearly, I think the worst of everybody, guys. Clearly.
Let's see. He knows that he is there to carry the family name and can get what he wants. I think he's not thinking about it. I think he thinks she's going to be safe because he just can't think beyond what he wants. But
yeah.
And I think that what he does want is to give her experiences and to let her see things and know things and be able to, have certain freedoms. Because he does see that outside of those walls, girls are starting to have some freedoms. But he just doesn't realize that she's never going to.
Right.
No matter what he gets his grandmother to do just because of what his grandmother wants.
Mm-hmm. Which is just to please him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I'm over here talking, not realizing I was muted on this comment. I was saying, this is where I'm at. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then he'd be. Yeah, that's what we were. Because he's already saved her in other circumstances. Yeah. He got her out of the room and all this stuff. So he now feels that he has the power to keep her safe.
Yeah.
Is what I'm feeling out of that. Out of what's happened thus far. And then he comes to find out, where is she?
Well,
interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
I read the next page.
I was like, what?
I was also reading the next page.
Right? When you see us all go quiet, it's because we're reading. Sorry, y'all.
When you turn the page right before you get to Kiyomi's part, those last like 5 sentences.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That hit my heart.
Oh, I just got to the first where he is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That showed me right there, like that's kind of proved to me like that he was just in utter shock.
He's in utter shock because he's naive to think that he was going to be able to change his grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't think he was gonna change her. I think he just
Well,
thought
I
he
don't
was...
mean like change her as a human being.
Yeah.
I just mean like change what she does with this kid. Like he thought he was gonna be able to change her about this child. Like he was gonna make her love her. He wasn't gonna make her care for her. I just mean more along the sense of like he thought he was gonna be able to change his grandmother, what she'll do with this child, but he's like, wait a second. Like, hey, dude, you went away. Now look what happened while you were gone. So you could be mad at the you could be mad at the maid, but you left her too.
Well, yeah, and what is the maid gonna do? What is the maid gonna do? What did you think that she was gonna do?
Cool. Oh my goodness. We're already talking about this, y'all. We gotta quit.
Y'all need to quit.
I put my book on the other side of the table.
Stay on track, close your books, walk away.
I did. I put it over there.
I was just doing some light research on the whole like geisha thing.
Me too.
And it turns out that so geishas live in districts, which is the Hanamachi that you see on the next page. And the 5 major districts still remain in Kyoto to this day. That article was just written this June.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's a really big part of like the Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
So a little backstory: our author actually lives there part time.
What does she?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can say in here. Yeah.
Oh. Ben's can I stay in here?
He's been in here the whole time, but he was across the room, so we couldn't hear the iPad.
Oh, got it.
But then he was sitting right next to me, and so Mason was trying to get him out.
Well.
Okay, so does anyone else have any other thoughts about this book? Or are we going to close this week's reading and move on?
Maybe.
Oh my God, I'm going to continue reading as soon as we're done tonight.
I'm going to say we should stop now because we'll just want to start reading. Like,
I am glancing at the page, which is really cheaty.
No, I'm closed. But also, that's the first time I picked up a book in a while.
I know. That's why it's like, oh my God, look at that paper feeling.
My eyes crossed, and I was
this is the first one that I've read, like in the actual book since. It must have been the Testaments. The Testaments was the only other one that I actually read the physical book.
Paper. Oh, have you been doing digital or audio?
Both. It just depends. But this is the only one that I've like read the book because I like reading a book. I feel like I get more from seeing it on the paper.
I
retain it more. You retain it better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done a couple of our books digital, like Ostrich Land, and there was one other
Ostrich Land was fun as fuck, though. Okay, that was.
I'm gonna have to go read that.
No, but I'm just saying
that was Dominique's March.
It's a very comical book.
Read it digitally, and the reason being, when you read digitally, you're gonna find that there is a reference to things in the book, and you know when you see a reference, it usually has like a little asterisk, and there's info down at the bottom. Digitally, it does the same thing, but you can click on this information, and it is going to take you to the information. You can let us know if it's real or not. Oh my God, this whole book had it upside down. It was so fucking funny.
Oh, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't even have to pay for it.
You enjoy and do it digital,
Makes
trust
a lot
me,
of
because
sense.
when you go and look some things up, like Adriana did.
Oh, I was very disappointed.
Hey, Handmaid's Tale is on Kindle Unlimited for free too. Just saying.
Okay, Anna, don't say anything. Let her go through the book.
So he it is an author, first time author that published his own book. So there's a little couple things in there that maybe an editor could have helped out with, but other than that,
all I'm saying is I was really excited.
We'll read it together,
and then realized there's nothing to be excited for. And
it's got 4 stars.
Just
hilarious.
He probably created way too many accounts and did that.
You could probably read that book in 2 days. But I mean, as a book club, we just
Perfect.
try to spread it out because all of us have other things that we got to do, and it gives us like something to do every month. Like we accomplish something every month. We finish a book, but it's not going to take that long for you to just read it by yourself.
Yeah.
And don't forget, our December book is only 3 weeks long, so you do have another week in there where you get to fuck up a ton of books.
Oh yeah.
If you're a fast reader,
Like some of these.
I'm going to have all kinds of time to read next week because I'm leaving my kids at home with their dad and I'm going to my sister's.
That's fun.
She just had a baby yesterday.
Aww,
So I'm going to help her
congratulations,
with her 2-year-old. I know, he's so cute.
Is this a far travel or?
She lives in Temecula.
Okay.
So yes.
Going down by y'all.
It's like 6.5 hours, 7 hours.
Are you driving or flying?
It's far. I'm driving. I need to have a car.
That's a nice drive. I love it. I love driving.
Oh,
Girl, you can make
I
it
don't
in 6.5. That's what I do when I go down south. When I go to
by
them.
yourself? Heck yeah.
yeah. By myself, I can probably make it in 6.5. It just depends. I don't know.
Nick, get
I
an
might.
audiobook and listen to it the whole way down. And you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm done.
She wants me to stop. So I actually grew up near Fresno. So she wants me to stop and like pick up some food from like home.
Oh, like a certain place.
So I probably am going to take 99 instead of 5, and that takes a little longer.
It takes longer. Mm-hmm. Because they're always.
But it's not as boring. It's not as boring. So
no, they're always doing construction.
5 on 5 too. They're always doing. Oh my god, the construction on 99 right now it kills me.
Especially around Fresno.
Oh.
No, right here around here. It is so bad.
Yeah.
It is so bad.
Yeah. Okay. So see, when I'm headed up or down, it's a 4 a.m. thing for me. I'm getting up at 4 and I'm gonna take off and get some coffee.
Well, and that was my plan, but she wants me to stop and get food. And I'm like, they don't open until 11, girl.
Open.
What is this place that you're stopping at? Out of?
So it's in Madera, and that's where I grew up, is Madera. It's called Sal's. It's a Mexican restaurant, and it's it's really good. But it's one of those things that it tastes like home, you know?
Right. No, I like. There's some places that like I maybe wouldn't tell somebody, hey, you gotta go to this place.
Oh no! I would tell you, you have to go to this place. It's so fucking good.
LBJ's. We've got a couple of those.
It's so good.
Maria's.
It's so good. Yeah. But yeah, no, they don't open until 11. They don't open until 11 on Fridays. On the weekends they open early because they serve breakfast, but not on weekdays.
Wait, so how far is it from you?
Like an hour 40 minutes to there. So I'm gonna leave here like 9.
Yeah. Well, you'll at least be kind of after morning traffic. That's not too bad.
Ooh,
you'll get more. You'll just get more
and
audio.
then you'll get LA traffic.
Yeah. Well, but I don't go through LA. I'm not going through LA because I'm gonna go up through Pasadena and Corona and that area.
Well,
I know.
You got a fast track?
No.
Get one.
No, and I'm gonna be by myself too, so I can't even carpool lane.
Oh.
You know what? Grab a couple of audiobooks and just enjoy your drive.
Yeah,
I love driving alone. Oh, someone's always like,
I do too.
Need someone to go with you, and I'm like, the fuck
Nope.
I do? I'm gonna love this. Are you kidding me?
Leave me. I'm gonna turn my songs on. Nobody's gonna start talking to me in the middle of my song while I'm trying to
You're
sing
gonna be hoarse
it.
at the end of it from singing
Yeah,
at the top
sure
of the
am.
line. Oh,
Sure am.
Yeah.
Well, see, you're
like
my sister
18.
because I would have been like, I ain't picking you up shit. Get a frozen burrito at the store.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
you
want-
really got me
I
coming
want
down
some
to help you
too.
with the kids.
I want some too. So
Okay. Well, then there you
I
go.
want some too.
Yum. Yeah. I think everybody has their like family faves. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that like you and your siblings or like besties just know and have to have like every time when. I love it.
Well, my parents don't live there anymore. My parents moved away last year, so we don't have any reason to go there and eat it anymore. So it's like, oh, if you're gonna be coming this way, so you know.
Hey, so you're gonna go hang with the new baby and mama and get some auntie time.
Yes, and she has a 2-year-old son too that I'm gonna get to hang out with. He's much calmer than my son, so that's gonna be real great.
Oh, wow.
How long are you going for?
9 days.
Oh, wow.
So I'm interested to see. So Mark has to do school with my kids for a full week.
I love how you say Mark has to do school with my kids.
Yeah, well, with our kids.
When it comes to
No, I
school, you know that
understand.
there's
They're his
work.
kids
I
now.
understand exactly.
Well,
what you're
They're his now.
My kids
Yeah.
would ask me sometimes, you know, like, oh, I'm going to leave. And like, oh, well, who's going to babysit us, Dad?
Babysit, right? Gotta
And I'm
love
like,
it.
no, that's
He's
not like.
usually okay, but it's the school. It's the school that's gonna get him.
Oh, yeah.
He does not babysit. His dad called it babysitting one time. He's like, I'm not babysitting my own kids. Like, what are you talking about? They're my kids.
Right?
But
Yeah.
if I went, where did I go? I went to go get a facial or something on last Friday, and I said, okay, they just need to do math. Oh, you have to get one.
Never had one.
But I was just like,
not that kind.
I've always told my husband no.
Don't lie.
It wasn't that expensive. I didn't have enough money for that kind.
I mean, mine's free, but I
Wait, you could be making. Never mind. Anyways,
But I came back and there was nothing done. I said, why? Well, Dad couldn't help me. He just got mad and said, go outside and play.
Dad's gonna have to figure it out this week. Sorry, sucker.
my girls have a whole like list. I have like a check off list and everything. And there's like,
Oh yeah.
there's a day where like, yeah, where I now expect only like one thing to get done because I'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, like, why did
Every
they do
once in a
this? Why
while.
did they do that? And he's like, well, they did this,
Yeah.
but
That wasn't on the list, bro.
Well,
Wait,
sometimes
did
it's good
you
for
eat
them
the
to
whole
see
time?
what you do in a day. You know what I
But-
mean?
Yeah.
and then think about like
Yes.
substitute
It's gonna be
day.
so good.
Like if
It's gonna
you,
be so good.
I mean, I wasn't homeschooled, but when the sub came in,
Right, substitute day.
what that
It's like
that
watching
TV
movies.
cart, that TV cart
Yeah,
came
for
in.
one day. But he has to do 7 school days. There's 7 school days while I'm gone.
They'll
That's
give
fine.
him one day, and then all the fuckery
Yep.
is over.
Yep. That's what I said. I said you can have Friday. You know, for the day I leave, you can have Friday. Freebie.
Oh,
For the rest of the days,
Documentaries.
warden, the warden for the next week after that.
yeah, we'll see. We'll
They
see
learned
how.
this and they learned that all from documentaries.
My oldest,
Right.
luckily, is she can
What grade?
basically
Would
she's
she be?
in. Well, she's technically in 5th grade, but
There you go.
she has like that awkward
Oh, see,
November birthday.
I see your IEW back behind you. I have those.
No, it's all about reading.
All about reading. Well, I mean, yeah, IEW uses that, but I have those. See,
Yep, that's it.
little guys.
Love it. The best. It's the best.
Vanessa says left field trips. I'm done.
He's probably gonna drop them off at your house, Vanessa.
Oh my god.
You're like, I don't know how to do this. Take these.
That's great. Oh man, watch. She's gonna help him out, and then you're gonna come back, and he's gonna be like, "I got this, babe. Don't worry."
No, she'd tell me.
Well, it's managing. You know, like making it happen in some way, in some form.
Delegating it.
Right? That's how some people do it.
It is.
Oh my goodness. All right. So since we hadn't been on in oh my god, 2 weeks, which is like extra weird for us, by the way, it feels like something's missing. I can't even tell you. All last week, even though it was Halloween, I was like wrapping it up early, and I'm like, I feel like something's off. What is it?
Mhm.
I wasn't home with my bees. That's what it was.
It was weird.
So, what did y'all do for Halloweener? What was everyone?
We just went trick or treating.
Trick or treated.
How was that? Were all the houses like open or? Okay.
Our neighborhood's really. Last year was like a damn block party.
That's
They were handing out Trulies, and I mean, we have a small neighborhood. It's pretty.
that was like Desiree. Weren't they doing that by you?
Yeah, no, they had all kinds of stuff over
Last
here.
year?
Last year, they also had a house that was doing Jello shots. Unfortunately,
Jello
I
shots.
didn't know, and I was like, "Where?" So this year, as I was passing, the lady called out, and I was like, "Yes, where were you last year? You called to me here." Just one for me. My husband's not having. She's like, "Take his," and I was like, "I'll take one."
Okay. Yep.
I don't
That's
drink.
how our neighborhood is.
I just tasted it and then I got rid of it. But I just wanted to be able to say I had a Jello shot.
Oh no. Last year was a real problem.
You had
for
a
me.
sniff and a lick of a Jello shot.
I went. That's it.
That was
Okay,
a
you
lot
sound
for
like
her.
a gummy
Oh,
bear.
what a win.
I ate about a half a teaspoon.
So
I
a
licked
shot
it
you did
and
not
I
have.
Oh no! Damn it. Facebook, you pain in the ass. Girl, don't forget we're also on YouTube and a couple of other places. But obviously, we're just chatting about Halloween, so we'll see you next week. It's reading done, part 2.
Bullshitting with the bees.
All tonight. It all done
A
tonight.
giveaway next week.
Oh,
We're
yes,
doing
giveaway.
We're doing those 2 weeks in a row, and then our final week is going to have our author on.
Yes.
Fun. I always like that. That's always
So
fun.
keep some notes. Ask them, like, what.
She's amazing. I've
questions.
watched a few of her interviews, and oh my god, by the way, she's in her 20s.
Oh, I'm going to feel old.
I did not. Yeah, same.
This authoress is like.
I feel old and
Did
unaccomplished.
you just say authoress?
Yeah.
For real.
Did you know?
I was just gonna let it slide. Like,
Why
let
you guys
her
gotta
fucking
shit talk
fancy
everything?
some shit up.
Why do you guys
I
have
liked
to shit
it.
talk?
I
Why
liked
do you guys
it.
gotta shit talk about everything? Thank you. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, Amasan.
It sounds like-
First
like
of all,
more-
it's not an authoress, but just like there's no actresses, they're all actors.
Except for there's the word actress, so
She
clearly.
is an author. No, they all go by. They're all actors.
I'm gonna take a photo of Anna being a fucking pain in my ass.
First of all, your bitch ass sister's the one that pointed out your little author.
All right, fine. Then I'll.
No,
I'll
I
change it. I'm
I
gonna
asked a
change
question,
it.
but also I accept your middle finger and I give you 2.
Oh,
Stupid ass.
lovely.
Stupid.
The love. I feel the
Oh,
love.
that's so funny.
Feel the love tonight.
She's
Mhm.
a talented writerist.
All right. Fuck you.
Bookerist. She's great with worderist.
With murderess? Is that what you just
The rest. Authorist.
Oh, it is a.
She's,
sounds
she's
like-
an
Is that like
author.
New
down.
Age dictionary?
Mute.
I need you to
mute.
check a
She's an
Merriam-Webster from 1980. That's what I need you to do.
She's an author.
Yeah, because I feel like anybody can like edit the website there. It's like Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
This is from Oxford Languages. Fuck all the rest of you.
I
We don't need to, we don't need to
Language,
gangerize her
Language,
with
English.
authorist.
Here, I got a
She's an
legit
author.
dictionary over here.
Dominique, I'm going to need to know the publishing date.
All right, hold on.
It makes a difference.
Most people
I
object to
can
the
reach
word
it.
and just prefer to be called
Hold on.
authors.
Let's see.
Yes.
Little bitches like Anna and Des.
So rude.
I might
Wow. You guys don't need to be called bitches, right? You could be called assholes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
September 2020.
What?
September 2020 is when this was first published.
Okay, so
2020?
that's probably a no.
Where?
I got a 2002. What'd you call it?
2002, Dominique?
She said a 2002.
Good Lord.
Dominique, what year did you graduate high school?
2003.
Oh, 2003, not 2003?
303?
Hey,
There's a lady on the news here that says the years like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's
It
hard. Like, why do you flip flop? Why has it got to be like one, then it changes all of a sudden?
Oh, shut the fuck up. It's right here. It says mid 14th century. Suck it.
Oh.
This shit goes way back old. It's old French.
Oh.
French.
You're
Going back
making
to
this
the
roots.
really
Fancy.
How old
complicated.
this word is.
It's
French.
old and fancy.
Exactly. This fucking word is like a macaron. It's like the croissant of words. Fuck
It
you.
sounds. Honestly, if
Okay.
I was an author, I
It
would want to be
melts in
called
your
that.
mouth. Y'all are going to be using it from now on. And you
No.
know what I'm going to do? Every time
No,
I
I'm not.
write the word author, I'm putting authoress if it's not a man.
All right.
It
Well,
does
she
sound a
wants
little more
she wants an
powerful.
authoress for Christmas. Only an authoress will do.
Night,
I'm making a whole
Good
song.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, y'all are a bunch of shitheads.
Absolutely.
Oh, I fucking love you guys.
Doesn't want an author or a typist. All that she wants is an authoress.
I think we have
Oh,
I think we
man.
have a
Only
Christmas
an
song coming up.
authoress will do.
Are
I'm
we
writing
gonna
a
have to-
whole fucking song.
You're gonna write it. We're gonna record it.
Yeah.
Houston's recorded music before. We're gonna add to it.
Done.
Is it country?
Down.
Oh,
No, it's
I
Christmas.
don't know.
No. What did Houston record? Was it country? Was he wearing a
Oh,
hat?
it was. He recorded stuff back in high school when people thought they were rappers.
Oh, Dominique!
Perfect
How
for a
the fuck have we
TikTok.
known each other for so goddamn long, and I have never heard?
No, he didn't do it. No, he just recorded people.
I thought
He
you
was the
meant
producer.
he was
He
doing
was
it.
the producer.
No, he didn't. No, he can't do that.
Okay.
That's why I've
That
never heard
makes
it.
more sense because I've known both of you for.
Oh yeah, no, he
Long
recorded. Hey, so
time.
what was that song that you recorded? The guy singing the beat.
Tell him
What?
to give us
Houston.
a taste.
What did he sing? That one song you recorded that you were so proud of in high school? The Beans and what?
The beans.
Was it?
No, that was a rap song. But it was you know that Peaches and Cream song?
Mhm.
Yes.
But it was
So they
what
thought
did
they
he-
were 112.
But it was beans. What was something in beans? I don't know. It was like a spoof they made of
Like a
Peaches
No
and Cream.
Offense
So it was
type
something in
thing?
beans, and so there was a lot of farting at the end.
Oh, that sounds classy.
It was.
Got it.
So,
That's
but we
all
will
for
make
unique
it
points.
very more classy for you.
I'm down.
Anna.
I'm down.
Look at all the equipment.
Vanessa wants to know when we're gonna paint with our
Oh.
brushes.
I was hoping to do that next week. I was going to try to find somebody to help us. Otherwise, I need to find a YouTube video. But I'm going to try to find somebody to help us, teach us. So, be ready, possibly.
I'm
if
ready.
not,
Caitlin,
If
you got
not-
a Japanese teacher over there?
Maybe.
does anybody know anybody?
See?
If anybody knows anybody that would hop on and could teach
Help
us a
us
few
learn some writing. That'd be fun.
techniques, let us know.
Let's see.
Interesting.
I'm
Well,
just gonna open my military Rolodex.
Do you have a Rolodex?
I was just.
No, I
gonna-
don't.
I was
was
gonna say, like, how many people have like y'all should know a bunch of people who've been to Japan, right? Who've been like
My
stationed.
sister, whose house I'm going to, lived in Japan for 4
Hi, bye,
years.
Sherry.
Our best friends are there now. They've been there for 2 years.
Do they
Yeah.
know anybody?
Well, I mean, they're like how many hours ahead of us?
Mm,
Doesn't mean you can't hop on
I
at
don't
the same
remember.
time.
What city are they in?
Oh, Teresa.
My friends?
Yeah, what city are they in?
Yokota.
Well, are your cousins in the States?
Whose cousin?
Teresa's.
Oh.
So yeah, I think there's like different ways to use it, depending
Well,
on.
shit, they could def help us out because look at the time right now. It is 7 p.m. for us and it is 12 p.m. for them.
see, middle of the day.
Perfect.
Bright-eyed and.
Yeah, I
Bushy-tailed,
think
is that a thing?
YouTube would be.
I'll find something good.
There you go. Yeah, we just wouldn't be able to play the YouTube video on here.
Oh,
Well, that's fun. Yeah.
Really?
I gotta love that.
No, but somebody can watch it off screen.
Already
like,
on
have the
YouTube.
screen here,
Oh,
and then
Palo Alto.
explain
That's
it
not far.
here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad game of Pictionary.
Ooh, my cousin's in Palo Alto. Ooh, they're just
That's
up
our
north.
time. That's our
Bomb.
time frame.
See? All right, y'all. See if we can find somebody for next week who wants to jump on an hour or two and teach us some Japanese characters. I know CJ has a friend who's up in Seattle, but Desiree, didn't you ask CJ about the correct writing for the lantern on our drawing for Avery?
Yeah.
Well, that was his friend, but anyway, I guess we'll see. It looks like somebody knows somebody. So we'll just figure that out this week.
It's Chinese though, but
Oh,
yeah. But maybe they might know the other. I know there's.
So Dominique, just take some Japanese writing lessons this week, and we'll see you next week.
I
right.
will do research. and learn along.
And learn along.
Yeah. What? Well, you guys didn't share. What did you guys do anything for Halloween? Anna, did you guys trick or treat?
Yeah, we did. We were at baseball games all day, and then we went trick or treating in the evening, and it was so damn cold, and then I'm getting a sinus infection, which I just barely got over.
Yeah,
because we started our first baseball game was at 7 or 8 in the morning in Redondo Beach. It was so freezing. We had to be there super early.
That is cold.
it is cold in Redondo.
In the morning with the marine
And then,
layer?
Yep.
we had a little bit of a break, and then we had another game in the afternoon around 3. And it was really cold too. That was in Torrance. And then in the evening we just took the kids out. It was nice. The neighborhood we go to always has a ton of houses that participate.
Where do you go? Do you go by Target?
No.
Oh.
We did that one year, and that was a madhouse.
Oh my God, that was
had
the
to have
worst.
No.
trackers on your kids and shit. Like there were so many people. I was like,
Yeah.
no, never again, never again. We go up.
By the time we parked and got through that area that year that I went with Anna and her sisters
dude.
over there, it was horrible. It was like
You can't even enjoy
8:30
it.
p.m. Everybody was closing up shop. Teenagers running around like crazy.
Well, they have haunted, like they do
Leo
like
was a
haunted
toddler.
houses there
Yeah, but
too.
it's too many people.
Crazy.
You can't even have fun because you're trying to keep your kid straight from every other scream kid that's in the street, or purge kid. So we go up on Patton near where my grandma lives. And it's perfect because it's
Oh,
still
I
a
know,
bunch
yeah.
of families, but it's
We've-
spread out between like 5 to 6
And
blocks.
it's
And
flat
Yeah,
there,
we've
which is
gone
nice.
there after because the church is just a few blocks up.
Yep.
And so after Harvest Fest, we would do that.
That's
but we're
cool.
on the other side. We're on the other side where the Air Force Base is. So when you take Patton and you cross 25th,
Oh,
yes.
on the other side of 25th.
Yes.
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's really nice over there.
Oh my God, there was nothing on my street, like nothing. There were a couple old ladies sitting out front. I felt so bad for them, but they had these bowls.
Were there the ladies that were dancing in the
Andy.
garage?
They were like sitting there and they're like, come on over. I know we're like the only one around here, please. And then, we go and our kids like, Bella's 4, so she doesn't remember Halloween last year. And last year we tried to give out candy and nobody would take it. We literally walked to the end of our driveway with candy to try and give out and nobody was around. And so before then she was 2, she didn't remember it. So this is like her first, oh God, that girl went crazy. She got like twice as much as her brother. All of a sudden is shy, which no one's ever known him to be. But so he would like pick like one and he'd be like, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, just super sweet. And she's all kaboom, kaboom. Lady's like, just keep going. You're cool. It's great. You guys are going to be like the only ones I see all night. Okay, well, they grabbed like 3. So then we walk away and we come back around because there ain't shit up the street by like 20 houses that we're like, forget it. We're turning around and go the opposite direction. So we do. We see her again. She just runs over to us with a whole bowl and she's like, come on, just take it all. I'm not going to eat all this. It's gonna be forever before I can get rid of it. She kept trying and Leo picked another 3 and Bella picked like 40. Oh my God. And then we went the other way and then we finally found the area where there's an elementary school that's like down the street and around the corner a little bit. We finally found the area where all of them go. And that was actually really nice. So the kids were able to see like a bunch of other trick-or-treaters and they had a bunch of people out, a lot of really fun decorations and stuff. Not a ton of houses really, but a ton of people just at those few houses. So that wasn't bad. They were, happy to actually see other trick-or-treaters.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I wonder how like Candy Cane Lane is during Halloween.
I've
Like
heard
if there's a
that
bunch of families.
people don't really do as much for Halloween as they do for Christmas. So
Not decoration wise, but
few.
just like people out
Trick-or-treating
in those
wise?
neighborhoods.
I don't
That
know.
might be
Maybe
a
we
good
should
one to
all
check
plan to
out.
do that next year.
You
if we can do
should.
that.
Because it's
Like,
on like a
seriously, go.
Monday.
Why not?
I'm sure a handful gives out king size candy bars.
Leo got 1 and we're in PB. We got 1 king.
Why not?
size,
They do.
They got some.
Like
We had a
Skittles.
guy give us full-sized boxes of Cheez-Its.
Oh.
Cheez-Its, huh?
We had a
Okay,
Cheez-Its.
did
little
y'all see
granola
the
bars.
dude who was giving away the full size 2 liters and he had the chute from his second?
Oh, I
birthday?
saw that.
It was like on the news.
Wait, what?
Like,
Say
what
again?
flavor
What?
do you
Orange
want?
sodas.
Orange soda, here it comes, boom. And you had like 150 million gallons of soda over here.
Dang.
It was insane. He had pallets of soda, and he was dropping them down the chute. The kids screaming up to his top balcony.
Now,
There
if
was
he
a
was
lady-
dropping them from a balcony, and they
Wouldn't it like
when they
explode?
Down a
is
pipe.
that was this
No.
like just
No,
a
he
whole?
had it all set up. Oh my god,
It
it was
went
great.
down like a sheet slide, and then there was something at the end that stopped it from falling out.
There was a lady over here that set up from her front porch a black PVC pipe that kicked out. And that way she stayed on her porch. And when you got to her house on the sidewalk, she threw candy in and it came down to the kids. And then they put it in their trick or treat basket.
We had that a lot last year. I didn't see anyone this year.
Yeah. This year they had it set up. And then there was another lady doing the same thing, but with granola bars, like Nutri-Grain bars. And no one wanted them. So like she was stuck there with all her shit.
Keep that
My
to yourself.
kids would be down.
No,
for
but this dude walked out with a like the
Yeah.
family size box of cheeses. I
Yeah.
was like, yes, please, thank you.
And then there were a couple people that were like up on their balcony, same thing. And they were just having fun, kind of tossing candy. But other than that, everyone was like, people, you were just running up to their door. And all that. One lady gave out flashlights, little mini flashlight
like that.
keychains. The kids loved that.
I can always use a flashlight.
We had that one year in glow sticks. We always get glow sticks.
Glow sticks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was definitely not feeling well that night. I was walking around with my hot tea and I didn't take pictures of shit. And I was like, yeah.
We did.
I didn't
We
take
did one of
pictures either. I'm
those.
so bad about pictures.
We did. I didn't take pictures, but Houston did. We did a trunk or treat. We did like
Nice.
I can't
so.
find it. Yeah, I was trying.
It was a Toy Story theme, and see that little where's my finger? That thing right there. It was a so that was like
that's
a moving. It was a moving dart. Oh, where's my face? I'm like, how do I get? There we go.
There you go.
I was trying to see your trunk.
Well, I know, but I showed it. Oh, here, show it again. Oh, wrong person.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, good Lord.
sorry.
Oh, grandma.
Okay, I'm doing it. Don't touch.
Okay, there we go. So here it is.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So that was like a dart gun.
Pew pew.
It was,
That's cute.
it was like a moving target. There we go. But oh my goodness. So I thought like, oh, that give them something fun to do. There were so many kids I wasn't expecting that the whole like 3.5 hours, Houston and I just kept switching off, like picking up the darts and like reloading the little magazine clip things and popping them in, and then there were so many kids. And then I looked around and saw everybody closing up shop, but still a long line. So I'm like, why is nobody telling the kids to like, oh, we were so tired. My thighs were hurting the next day. I was doing so many squats picking up the darts. I was like, I woke
Building
up, I
that
was like,
boot.
One of those grabbers, those little nifty nabbers.
yeah, I wish I had those, but like I woke up,
have
I'm
one of
like,
those.
why am I so sore? And then I realized I was squatting for like 3 hours. But
Oh my
and then I'll show
That's fun.
CMS.
Is anyone else waiting for us to end so we can go watch the new Dexter?
No, but I'm going to continue reading my book.
I can't watch it until Mark comes home.
Oh.
Oh, get your ass home,
And he's
babe.
not
Hurry.
coming home tonight.
Oh,
Oh no.
Where is he? Like, can you guys like sit together and like watch on your
What do you mean
own?
he's not
Like, be on
coming
the
home
phone?
tonight?
He's at work
Till what time?
till 7:00 in the morning.
Oh,
He's working a double.
oh wow.
He works like 3 or 4 doubles a week.
he's experiencing Dexter live, and
I hope not.
you're like, get home, babe. Like, we got stuff to do.
Don't live it.
He needs
Just
to go
watch
get
it.
that money. He needs to go get that money. It's almost Christmas.
What does he do like at night while they're asleep, or like supposed to be sleeping?
It depends on what job he took. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes
You
he's
can
in a
watch it.
control booth, and so well, he doesn't have his phone.
Oh.
They're not allowed to take their phones.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
sometimes
it is nap time.
he has to drive. Well, sometimes, but sometimes he has to like drive around outside and like. Des, you probably know what Preston Castle is, yeah?
No.
No, you never heard of it? They do like it's like a big haunted, like it used to be a boys'
You're
prison,
asking
basically.
to interact
It's like
outside
it's
of
like
her home.
a world famous thing, like
Where?
like, in Ione,
Next door to you.
like
Your backyard.
Girl, I lived
Rob
here
Lowe.
almost 2 years.
Wait, what?
Rob Lowe did a documentary up there about it. Like it's a thing. Like it's not just a local thing, but it's part of the grounds of the prison that he works at. So he has to go and like drive through there and make sure nobody's vandalizing it or breaking in, because it's like this thing that a lot of people try to like break in and like think it's haunted. I mean, it probably
like
is
those
haunted,
urban. What do they call those urban explorer people?
No, like Ghost Hunters has done an episode there. Like
wait,
Paranormal
so they put
Activity.
on something every year?
They do. Yes, they do a haunted house up there every year. But it's
Just
part
Halloween?
but it's part of the grounds of the prison that he works at. Like, and so he has to go and like patrol through all the there was like housing and stuff for the staff that worked there before.
Wow, urban legend.
Because it was like a boys like home. Like it's hella old. It's hella old. And
What did you say it was called?
It's called Preston Castle.
Look at her. She might actually leave her house and
Why did
Are you fucking nuts? I'm not leaving shit. I'm not
No,
going
he
to
said
I'm
it's-
looking at it. I'm gonna experience it on the internet.
It's
Y'all,
creepy.
is that where we're doing our book club retreat?
Oh yeah, sounds like a great place.
That
For everyone
sounds like
out
a
there
good
who loves
place.
haunted ass shit.
I'll be in San Francisco in a plush fucking hotel with Scylla.
Oh, that sounds
I won't even go there. Nope. I'm good.
Okay, Caitlin's coming with me, and we're gonna go
Yep.
get real facials, not the husband kind.
It's gonna be a good look
Yep.
kind of facial you're gonna get.
Yeah, you never know. You never know there.
He said not the husband kind.
I've never had one, so I wouldn't know.
The real kind or the husband kind?
I never had one either.
Either.
I feel like we
You
should
guys.
get one now.
Either I don't play
They're
that game.
so
Don't take
good.
me.
No, Dominiqu's
No,
talking
it's
about a real
so
facial.
good.
Real.
Yeah, I am
It's
too.
called-
I am too.
I know.
That's right. No,
See, I
good.
know some. I do have friends that get them, and they always talk about the what do you call it?
Extractions.
Yeah.
They're like, you gotta do it. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I do want.
Yeah.
these.
No, it's so because I don't like. I actually have really great skin. Like that's why I never had gotten anything like that before.
Right.
But the girl who does my eyebrows, she's an esthetician, so she was like, gave me a facial for my birthday last year, like as a gift. And I was like, oh girl, okay, I'm gonna see you once a month for this now. So thank you. You knew what you were doing there. Yeah, no, it's great. It's so good. It's so relaxing and like I don't know. It's just nice.
Good skin, bitch. That's what I was gonna say too.
They do
My
Christmas
friend
at
opened
the
up that
castle.
new place on Western that you can go to, Dominique.
Wait,
Do they do
what?
Christmas too?
This Christmas at the
Where
castle,
was-
December 11th.
Fuck that.
I'll send it to you.
Fuck that. So if you go to that, Des, it's right. Like you can see Mark's work from there.
I'll
So
wave.
we
No,
screamed out, Mark!
no, the only way I'm going over there is if I'm in prison because your husband, like I'm one of his cell guys. He's got to watch. No
You're
way
a
I'm
cell
going
guy?
in.
What?
No.
How'd you become a cell guy?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
No.
Y'all are a bunch of babes.
You know, Desiree's leaving to go see Dexter. But the last episode, that was supposed to be the last episode, was filmed in Pedro.
I think I knew that.
I told you that. So you didn't know it.
I don't know if I was gonna say right at the end when
Is it
The one where
he goes out off the water and
Yeah.
his ship blows up and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
over at
disappears.
warehouse number 1. And then there's a portion that was filmed at Top Value. Because they're filming it just by me. I shouldn't say that now. Well, anyways.
Move
Yeah.
on. No.
Everything is filmed in Pedro.
It is.
Everything.
But I went on set because it's so easy to go on set. You just go on, like you pretend like you know what you're doing. You just ask, like, hey, can I have the call sheet? and somebody gave it to me. So then I had the list of like everywhere they were being that day. I'm like, oh, thank you, yeah. And then then I called my friend and we're like, hey, I know where they're all gonna be today.
Caitlin, she used to dress people in videos, whatever it was called. So she's used to being on set.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
But I mean,
That makes sense.
It's social engineering. You just act like you're supposed to be
Yeah,
there, and
act
people
like you're
think
supposed to be there, and they think
there.
you're supposed to be there. Yep.
Yeah, because nobody has a uniform, especially if you have a radio. Nobody will question you. You just say,
If
"Hey,
you have a radio.
that's all you need is a radio in your pocket. You just need a radio in your pocket, and you just say a couple words." And they're like, because nobody wants to question you, because if you're somebody,
then it's a pain in the ass.
Well, no, but if you're somebody that they shouldn't be questioning, then they'll get so nobody says anything.
Oh my god, tips from
That's hella funny.
Tips from
Oh yeah.
All I know is they filmed a lot of Sons of Anarchy over here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
And
I did
speaking
not
of which, y'all didn't know this, but Charlie Hunnam literally
My boyfriend
went
was there.
down to Rebels.
Oh,
which I
my
used to
biker
work at. I used to
boyfriend was
bartend at
there.
Rebels.
Mhm.
And I found my replacement when I
God
left.
damn.
That bitch got to meet him. She's like,
What? I'd be mad.
I was like, and you didn't tell me like that he was down there. You didn't let anyone know.
Because you didn't watch SOA.
It doesn't matter. You could have let me know. I could have gotten like an
You still
autograph and a
fucking
pic or something.
She could have hopped on down there.
I would have
He's so
hopped on
funny.
down, had a shot. Mystery.
Well, I met John Travolta and Nicolas Cage when they were filming
Face Off.
Face Off at
Face
Cabrillo
Off.
Beach.
How
And I
old
have
are you?
pictures with
That's a
them.
good movie.
Yeah, I was like,
in junior high school. And
all right.
we went down there, and we were down there and my mom didn't want to go. She goes,
Where
"Oh,
were
I
they
wanna
at?"
Go, and I was like, down at Cabrillo
Cabrillo
Beach.
Gorilla Beach.
Oh,
And I was like, come on, mom. John Travolta, my mom is like a huge fan, right? And she's like, you're not going to see anything. So we stayed down there for like 5 hours. They wrapped up shooting for the night and they came out to us. And I was hugging John Travolta and then hugging Nicolas Cage and taking pictures. And my mom lost her shit when I came home.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you missed out.
Do you know where those pictures are?
Oh my God. Those were the old snaps.
No, I figured. Yeah, like
Yeah.
disposable.
So they're somewhere.
Somewhere
I
in
have
some
to find
box.
them. Yeah. Oh
Bet
my
your mama
God.
has them somewhere. She probably
That
has
was
an
great.
album that has that shit in there. Knowing your mama.
That was a good one though. That was
Power
cool.
Rangers, they filmed a lot at Cabrillo Beach too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If I would have seen them running around in their leotards at Cabrillo Beach, I would have died. Like laughed and died.
See, dude, imagine if we had cell phones
I
back
know.
then. All the crowd
All the
would have
shit we
captured.
saw.
that'd be bad.
All the shit we saw when we were kids and places we went that our family still doesn't know we went to.
Hello.
Then nobody will ever know. Like, no
Oh my
proof.
god.
Prove
Do you
it.
guys
That's also
remember-
the
and I
pro.
don't know
That's
if I'm
also
getting
the
in trouble
pro,
for
is
saying
that-
this, but do you guys remember going around, oh god, is it Paseo del Mar where you could go into the bunkers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Angel's Gate.
That area, Angel's Gate. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
used to
god,
go
you guys
all the
remember
time.
going down in there and getting fucking lost, literally underground?
Mm-hmm. We have
You gotta leave,
like
a break
we have
room and shit.
tunnels.
That's like scary.
That sounds fucking
We used to
terrifying.
go into Gaffey Pool when it was emptied out.
Oh yeah.
I never went.
That was creepy. That was a weird, creepy feeling.
But Angel's Gate is like underground tunnels and stuff, and supposedly some of those tunnels lead all the way to like downtown and stuff. Like there's
Yeah.
it's like a whole underground.
That's what
It was
Interesting.
for like you know the war and stuff, like
Mhm.
coast and everything. But yeah, but they've like
Yeah, they
lost
used to have like huge cannons and shit.
And they're like
basically
artillery.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Big-
yeah. What do you call it? Like for protective, you know. Yeah.
Well, we have
Interesting.
San Pedro
Because
is
after
like.
Pearl Harbor, they were trying to protect the whole
Right.
coastline. So
Go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
Said I was always too scared. Angels Gate tunnels, girl. It was so much fun. You
That
just
was,
gotta
like,
go
right
with a bunch
behind
of
where I
people
grew
and
up.
be willing to be stuck for a little while because you got to find your way out.
So there, okay, so where I grew up, which was right there on 28th, you would walk up the block and around, and then you were right there at Angel's Gate. Well, as you were walking that block to go up to Angel's Gate, across the street was the gully. And it was that huge, big dip, you know, when you're going up to Olguin High School, behind the houses. So if you're on Alma and you're getting ready to cross over, what is that, 27th? And you look to your right, there's the gully, right? There's a couple of houses on the street, and then right behind it's just a big open field, but it dips down in. So we used to play in there. And then when you climb up the side of the gully, you can see into the backyards. And this one guy, he still lives there right before you hit Olguin. And he has a teepee. He's Indian, like Native American. And he had a huge teepee, and they would do powwows, and you'd hear
That's
the
cool.
crowds, and they'd start going and singing. It was the coolest thing.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's still there. So we used to think we
powwow?
were like slick, like sneaking up the hill and then watching their whatever they had going on.
Powwows.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That is cool.
See, that's why I like this town.
But see, when
There's
we
a
were
lot of
young, we used to walk all
oddities.
over the place. Nowadays, like your kids want to go somewhere, it's like, no.
I have to fucking drive them everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going on my phone.
Right.
I'll just go on YouTube. No.
I love how, my teenager now we have the two younger ones, but my teenager who's now at college and stuff, we're back in the day. I'm like, do you want to go out or something? Don't you want to go out with your friends? No, we're just all going to meet online and play some PlayStation later. And I'm like, they did have
right. So dumb.
a Mexican restaurant that they frequented. They used to do it like every Friday. And then they just, COVID kind of slowed everything down too. But before then, it was kind of like hit or miss. And I'm like, aren't you going to go out with your friends?
Right.
In trouble?
Don't you have to go almost die in a field
Do
somewhere?
some shit that you're afraid to tell me about?
Yeah.
Like something.
Do something let me be scared. Not annoyed.
Oh my God. We used to take off everywhere. We'd be at Royal Palms all day. Then we'd walk
All
over to
day. Oh,
Point
shit.
Fermin
All night.
Park. We'd go to the corner store. We'd hit a Busy Bee. We'd be causing a ruckus in McCown's. We were everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh my God. Everywhere. There's not a spot. Remember when Sacred Grounds used to have shows?
Oh.
Yes. And then your classmates, their little local band would play, and then you thought you were bombed because you're gonna go see your friend's band play.
Or the Toberman House. The Toberman House is more wild.
Yes. Toberman House. Oh my God, for punk shows.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down there. That was fun. I forgot about that. Crap.
Oh yeah, no, that was
between I don't remember where it was on that street, but where Sacred Grounds used to be, which was a coffee shop / place for shows.
Because they had a little stage. They would do poetry nights, and then they would have
band nights.
Band nights, yeah.
Those were so fun. Oh my God. But anyways, I think it was a couple of doors down. They had a rooftop, and there was an apartment, and then there was a rooftop kind of gathering area. Oh my God,
that was up the street.
Was it up the street? A couple
going towards at least the roof I went on top of was going towards the theater.
Okay, so
no, there's
I can't remember which.
I was never on a roof.
It was a few buildings.
You're missing out.
So
the roof's where it's at.
This is a cute little street. It's the old school shops with the apartments on top.
Mm-hmm. They filmed shit like Pleasantville in black and white there. So.
Oh yeah, and was it Catch Me If You Can? I think Leonardo DiCaprio was filming there again. A few weeks ago.
That Warner Grant Theater a lot. It's an old Art Deco style theater.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they have all those outside ladders to get on rooftops and a lot of places for teenagers to
get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I was never there, so I was never in trouble.
You were there.
Okay.
I swear you were there.
On a roof?
Yeah.
No.
It was me.
Never.
Yeah.
Where?
It was you.
No way.
What I just said, between Warner Grant and between Sacreds, it was you. I know it was you. It was me. Who else would it have been?
Shannon.
No, it wasn't with Shannon. I know it wasn't with Shannon.
Anywho.
You were on a roof. You may just not remember.
So are we starting the goodbye tour, or what are we doing? Because I know Desiree is itching to watch Dexter, which I've never seen an episode, by the way.
What?
Oh, well, now
No.
you just opened that
Dominique
door.
Either. Dominique said that she's going to go watch.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
I just haven't watched the last season.
This is when, oh my God, what is the word for it?
So good.
Oh my God. Where there is a specific word for the criminal who only does good things but still crime. What is the word?
My sister's here.
What is it called?
Oh my God.
Ask your sister. She must know. Hold on. I know.
Yeah, my
There's a
sister's
word.
A vigilante.
No.
That
No,
is
no.
the word, but not the word I was thinking of. Yeah, that is a word for. Oh God, I think Dominique knows exactly what I mean.
I know.
What are you
Someone
guys trying to
figure
figure
it
out?
out?
Yeah.
Hold on.
My sister.
We're gonna have to think of it later. But anyways,
Let me Google it.
oh my God, he is
What is it?
amazing. He's so good. He's a serial killer who only kills
so
other serial killers,
Oh, okay.
and that's how he keeps himself from getting into trouble or doing bad things.
Curbs his crazy.
That's how he hones in his crazy. He focuses it.
His dark passenger.
His dark passenger.
Okay. Well,
Oh my God, I can't wait.
It's so fucking good. Oh my God. I'm so
Y'all,
excited.
you know what I saw?
Did you watch the trailer?
Oh my God, the trailer was like a whole episode. I felt like I'd been.
oh my
giving
God, Vanessa! I grew up calling that show Texas Park Ranger.
Are you talking about the old one, Vanessa, or the new one?
There's a new one?
Yeah, it's got
Please don't tell me that it's with Chuck Norris.
no, it doesn't have Chuck
Called
Norris. It has
Walker Park Ranger.
oh my God, why can I not think of his name right now? Jared Padalecki from Supernatural.
Yes.
Oh.
That's it.
It's got him. It's pretty good. It's decent.
Oh.
He was also in Gilmore Girls.
Yes, he was.
Oh, that one.
Gilmore Girls, I love that show too.
I do.
Me too.
Y'all, I've been
Me too.
low key reading ahead
I'm
This
telling
whole
you.
time?
the
telling
whole
you.
time. Every time I looked down, I was reading. Sorry.
See?
All right, then she's done with her goodbye tour. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh my
goodbye.
goodness.
Hey,
What you guys are about to get
sayonara.
into.
Okay.
Let me
Is
just
that what we
say,
gotta say? Sayonara.
page 137 at the bottom. You'll know. when you get there.
137?
You're gonna be like, oh! Watch. 137. You'll know when you get there. Enjoy. All right, bitches. We'll see you next week, and we'll be doing our
Giveaway.
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 Part 2.
Come on.
Part 2. We'll let you guys know if we do any painting next week too. So be
Will
ready.
be announced. Good
All
night.
right. Have a good night, bitches.
Good night, bitches. Thanks for having me.
Good night.
Enjoy